Hello everyone, my name is Corazar, and welcome back to the Vintage Story Guide. We are back in the world on another nice and sunny day. In fact, it is only a few moments after we left off last episode. I think I see our cassava's almost ready to harvest down there. But there was something I wanted to do from the beginning that I totally forgot to do while we were building the staircase. And so I wanted to bring you back so that we could sort of finish off one little detail that I really wanted to add and just forgot to. So we're going to get up here if we can. Here we go. And I want to pop out these spots right here so that they have a little bit more definition wherever these corners are. And I just want to do that wherever we actually can see the corners. I don't really care about places where we can't see them, but for places like that and along here, this will help just give a bit more definition to these corners, and I'll show you what I mean when we're downstairs. And there we go. I could almost go for something else. I'm not quite sure what yet. And now that I think about it, I probably will need to add some lanterns here and there to keep drifters from spawning. But maybe we could put something, I don't know, something bright, maybe some kind of capoc, like a capoc staircase underneath there to sort of support it. Or maybe even, well, we could do capoc arches, but that would get in the way of our glass. So I'll have to think about that. But for now, this does help just break up that shape a little bit, so it's not just one big square column going straight up. So it's a start. And I haven't had a chance to make any glass yet because our charcoal is just finished, I'm pretty sure. So, right before I started recording, oh, and we got very little charcoal. Great. I do need to go outside and just sort of dig a charcoal pit and start doing larger batches because this is getting a little bit old. But I'm going to go ahead and start one more fresh batch just so we have enough. What happened to my chimney here? It's just gone. The heck? And I'm one short. Oh well. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start the charcoal up, and then there's something I want to do before we get to the meat of today's episode. Although what we're going to be doing does kind of fit along with what we're doing, I just want to get one thing out of the way. Also, so I can help gauge how many materials we need. You'll see why. Okay, so I accidentally lied. I forgot that I had run a batch of glass through, so I'm going to go ahead and get the glass in first, and then we will get off to Never Neverland. I mean, the extra little bit before we get started. Although, I guess we've already started, so what am I talking about? I don't even know. And yes, I think that is off to a much better start. I did move one lantern right up to there to help keep drifters from spawning on these little jutty out pieces. But yes, there we go. Okay. Whew. With that out of the way, let's get to something I've been trying to get to since the episode started. And I am noticing that there are some little hitches getting up the stairs, but I can deal with it. It's fine. It's fine, I tell myself. So, first of all, we're going to grab this basalt, and second of all, we're going to grab some more of this ebony log, probably 2 stacks. Should be enough. And the first thing I want to do is we are going to pick up these stones, although I don't really care, honestly. Ooh. Hello. You must be like right out here. Yeah, little aggressive boys. And I'm going to go ahead and mark out every 4 blocks. No, every 5th block. So 4 blocks in between. We're just going to get this done so that we have a nice gauge to work with, and that way we don't end up wasting any additional materials when we go to put the floor in. Because we don't need to put any floor in underneath these supports. So that will save us on some materials and the time getting them. Now that is a bit unfortunate, but this does end perfectly with the last block being the edge of the mountain. So I think we can still work with this. I might move the waterfall, maybe open this up a bit in the future, but it's a pretty good start, I think. And there we go. I think, what to do about this door frame. I don't want to just line it with the logs, because then it might look too heavy, like here. But I could do something similar to this. In fact, that might be what I do. And then, oh well, but I'll have to make some new blocks because there's a new thing. We are now on 1.17.8. There were two versions. There was a 0.7 and 0.8 fixes a couple bugs, but one thing that we can no longer do is if we chisel this slab, we can no longer extend it beyond its original size. Now I don't know. Let's try something. Let's take something cheap. Sandstone block. There we go. Now if I add this block to you, can I... Oh wow, okay. So whatever shape, at least for slabs, that your block begins in, that is its final shape. So we would not have been able to do what we did over here. So that is unfortunate, honestly, because I admittedly relied on that sometimes to extend my stone supply at the expense of chisel durability. But we will just have to adapt and deal with whatever the developers throw at us. Alright, so the last thing I want to do before we move on here and get to the big part of today's episode is I want to just finish up the floor here. I'm taking up all these stones, I'll mine out all of the granite here, and then I'm going to lay out these basalt stone brick slabs. Now, since these are floor, and they will be, except for these couple, butted up against stone on all sides, then I think it is safe to say that we can, in fact, use these slabs without a problem. So I'm going to get to that, and I will bring you all back when that is done. There we go. Our hallway is one step closer to being done. One of several steps, but there you have it. Okay, well, with that all done and everything put away, I'm going to go ahead and make it morning. I'm going to cook us some more food, and we are going to be off because those of you with an astute eye may have noticed that we are out of basalt. So it is time for us to go and visit our quarry and get some more basalt. Luckily we don't need any more sandstone or bauxite, but I do think I want to stop by our sandstone bauxite quarry and grab some of the dry stone walls and maybe a few of the stones in case we want to do anything else with those. So that's what we're going to do. Okay. Oh. Yikes. We are off, and today's episode is going to be primarily about something that I mentioned last episode that's bothering me, and that is we don't have a back door. We have this treacherous thing, whatever it is, and I'm going to try to inch my way out here without dying entirely. There we go. Put you back up, and we're going to inch our way down here, hopefully without dying. And today, I want to build our back door. I want to build some kind of gatehouse or some other thing that will let us safely get in and out of here without having to go the whole way around the mountain. And for that, we need basalt, because I've decided that basalt is going to sort of be the base salt, get it, of our builds as far as color is concerned. More quartz. To that end, we're going to go and dig out as much basalt as we can carry. Now I'm bringing with me stuff so that we don't have to take a pause in the middle of our work. I'm bringing along a full pot of cooked food, which is made of soybeans and onions, and I have 12 more soybeans and 10 more bearded tooth to make another meal. or another set of meals. So we're going to be pretty well set for food, and I'm just going to go and get that done, and I'll just bring you all back when I have a load of basalt on my back, and when we are home and ready to start working on our back door. Welcome home, everyone. We are back, and I am just finishing up baking the last 3, in this case, blackcurrant pies. I've made 1 white currant, 2 red currant, and I think 6, or is it 9? 6 blackcurrant pies. Those will tide us over for a while and keep up our grain and fruit satiation, nutrition. And there we go. Toss these in here. They'll last about 28 days. Pull out the white currant pie, and we'll start with you. Alright, they don't stack. Forgot about that part. So we brought back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1/8 stacks of relief basalt, so that should be good enough to get us going for hopefully quite some time, because when we turn that into bricks, even if we're using full-size bricks, that is 16 stacks of bricks. And granted, that may not sound like a lot to those of you who are familiar with other block games, but in Vintage Story that can be quite a lot. Still makes me nervous. Anyway, so what I want to do here is, see that spire down there? I think what I want to do is, one, we'll take down that tree, but I would like to build a small tower on this spire, and then have a bridge or staircase from the tower come over and meet up here. And maybe it won't come directly up here, it might come across, and then we'll have like a staircase down from our little house thing, back door, gatehouse doohickey here. And that might be how we get up and down. And then inside that tower, I want to bore down into this spire here of mountain, and I want our entrance to just sort of be like a cave at the bottom of this little hillock. So that's what I want to do. So let's get to it. Okay, now the first order of business is going to be getting safely out to this tree, so that we can just go ahead and take it down. Good enough. Let's go ahead and we will attempt to take this tree down safely. How'd you get up here? Yeah, get out of here. Sheesh. Well, we didn't get any redwood seeds, unfortunately. But, since we're back this way, I thought it would be good to check on our cassava. And lo and behold, we have fully grown cassava. Alright, and some more onions. So let's go ahead and pick all these. And something I wanted to note that I forgot to earlier is that the devs made a change where when you harvest crops, it no longer explodes into a huge bundle of crops. You get 1 seed now, and you get 1 crop. And what that actually does, though, is that these crops are stacked. So that was 17 raw cassava from that one plant. So you're not getting cheated out of your crops. It just was killing servers and single player, apparently, to have all these entities exploding everywhere, like when we first started harvesting crops in 1.17. So just so you know, you are getting your crops. We're getting a lot of crops. My goodness. Oh no! Oh no! No, didn't... No, don't do that. I didn't pay attention. Those weren't fully grown yet. Or one of them wasn't. Okay, so we are ready to get this first tower in. So let's get started, shall we? After a snack. There we go. Now these towers are very, very simple, because all you have to do is place the first block, and then you just finish the rest of the tower, like that. Wow, that was quick. Boy, am I a fast worker or what? Okay, no, just kidding. That took about 3 in-game days of work, but we have our tower, most of the interior, ready to roll here. At least the top floor. I've lost many a block to falling off the edge here. I am not getting any of them. But yes, I want to have a spiral staircase down here, and I'll probably use more capoc stairs. And once we get into the rock, I'm not going to bother with the interior walls so much. But yeah, I think let's go ahead and I'm going to drop off some of this extra stuff. And while this temporal storm is brewing, we are going to try to get the bridge over to here done. And that will be some more capoc and basalt. Okay, so I think first order of business will be tearing down this little walkway here. It is no longer of use to us. Goodbye. Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen, adieu. However that song goes. Get you gone. Okay, so first order of business will be the capoc slabs, and we're just going to run them straight across. So go ahead and do some of this. Ooh, here we go. And then we're going to use full basalt stone brick blocks to line it all across to there. And here's where we'll have our actual stairs. On this side, we'll go the whole way across. Now, safety is, of course, our priority, as always. Haven't been up here before. It's interesting. So we do want to have some kind of rail. I think we will just continue our little acacia rail across here, but I do want to put something about the midpoint. How long is our bridge? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 and 11. And we're going to have something basically here. So that gives us 8 to work with. Do we put you here like that? Maybe we even do a bit of this. Doubling up. And up, not quite like that. I think we'll do... Ooh, you know what? You know what we should do? Yeah, I know what we're going to do. There we go. Here is our little bridge. I think that works pretty well. And I think we'll probably cap... Well, you're not going to be capped. You're going to be a little... tiny little pagoda over here. Let's go ahead and get that done. I think we do need a somewhat taller roof, just because we're going to have the stairs come right off of here and go straight up. So we don't want to be bonking our head into the roof. Let's start with 4, see how that works. Let me take you down. We'll just dig into the wall a bit here. And yeah, let's go ahead and see how this works out for us as far as stairs go. Yeah, it could be no other way. So in this case, I think we need probably one more block each of these to complete it. That way we won't bang our heads on it. At least not as much. And maybe we'll even just turn this into a bit of an arch here with some stairs. Are you a head whacker? Hey, you're not a head whacker. Nice. There we go. I'll take you out. And not you, though, apparently. You're kind of important. So yeah, we will move that to there. And do something like that. I think. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's put some more of these here after we put some more blocks down. There we go. And for these, I am probably going to... let's pick you up temporarily. And we will, for now, hang you... well, not hang you, but leave you there. But we get drifters here all the time, so I think we're going to put up a bit of a barrier to keep them from throwing stones at us or taking pot shots at us. There we go. Okay, now, I need to go and prep for this temporal storm, so I'll bring y'all back when that is over, and we can finish out our little back door. Okay, and then let's go ahead and I'm going to get rid of you, and I will want to get rid of you eventually, but we'll save that for another day. Make a little balcony here. There we go. I'm kind of thinking that a little extra offshoot here is perfect. I'm not going to extend this any further. This will be the very face of our build here. And then we're going to need some more of our bricks. So we're going to just line this with some full-size bricks, like so. And then I'm just going to bring those, down, like so, and that. And as far as a kind of rail, I think what I'll do is, you know, I might just do some more of these guys for now. It's not my favorite, but it will do alright. I think I'd rather, in the long run, have something a little bit fancier, but I'm not sure what. I do just want to keep myself from accidentally jumping off the edge, which I may be prone to doing. Let's get up here, and this roof, I think, is going to be fairly straightforward. I'd like to give it a little bit of a flare. Let's see if I can actually put these on, if that keeps us from getting under here. Yep, nope, not going to happen. Okay. And I think what we'll do is... I know what we'll do. I'm thinking some purple heart. We'll see how this looks. We'll do sort of a tall-ish roof here. And then to cap it off, well, you know what? You know what we could do? Instead of these guys, just do a bit of that. Then, I don't have any more. Let's get some more acacia. And we'll just pop it right up here, like this. Let's see. You know what? That's not quite what I'm going for. Let's try actual slabs. I think that'll work better. Yeah, I think we can work with that. Kind of like to maybe chop that off too, for all of these. There we go, that's much better. Okay. Could almost make that a little more flared, or at least not quite as square, so maybe a bit of this. Oops. But don't die doing it. Alright, I can't extend you. Silly me. Well, I guess we're just going to do this then. maybe we'll do... I know what we'll do. Do some of that. Maybe even take these out a bit. Like that. And then maybe extend you down another small part of a voxel, and then we'll do a corner out from each of these. That is much better. Okay, and then the last thing I want to hit in this episode is we need to get the roof over this right here. And I don't want the roof to overlap this too much. I'd like to have a little bit of open sky, like maybe 2 blocks if I can squeak it. So that's going to leave 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of a small roof, but it'll do. Might just be 1 block of sky, actually. But that's okay. It'll keep the wolves and drifters from falling on us, I guess. Maybe. Okay, so our first order of business is going to be taking up these 2 stone blocks here, and actually... You know what, no, we'll leave you for now. We're going to put some of those down, and I'm going to put some real doors in. As much as I enjoy the doors over yonder, these ones I want to actually open and close, because there may be creepy crawlies dropping on us from above, so that could be important. So, our next item of business is, I think I'm going to take up you, but we'll leave the stone. Maybe we'll even knock this back a little bit. There we go. And let's start a little bit of a roof, which does mean we need a few more of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on the top of this block. Ooh. The world did not like me placing that block, apparently. There we go. Go ahead and get that in there. That puts us over there. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, it's going to be 1 block of sky, but that's alright. And let's go ahead and get this roof in. Maybe we'll incorporate that tree into the build a little bit here. And last, we're going to come in probably mostly on this side. We're going to put a little support in right here. You know what, we'll leave it at that. And then on this side we'll do the same thing, but we will end it here. And I'm out of stone stairs. I'm just going to chuck you over, and you, goodbye. Oh, and you, don't need you. Let's make some basalt brick stairs, and we will put that upside down right there. Then, I think what we'll do here is we're going to go ahead and take these blocks out. We need these to go too, and we'll replace you with some of these. Then, we can also get our these guys going on, and something like this. Close these, and we can do the thing where we combine to make a little door frame. There we go, and I think we all know what happens next. That is, we throw down one of these guys, we steal these guys, one at a time, and we copy them. Now I'm going to put these in backwards, and then I'm going to use the chisel to mirror them while facing this way. And That way the exact same depth of the wickerwork will match interior to interior and exterior to exterior, the same as that door over there. And then I think we should go ahead and at least take out these last few blocks here, replace them with some of these, and one last minor detail. And these guys, I guess, is... we do need that, but then we do... something like this, wasn't it? I believe so. And there we go. We now have a matching front and back door, although the front door goes just to a balcony. And a ladder that's very dangerous. But there we have it. Oh, this looks so good. And it will look even better when we have this little area all done. But this is our back door. And I don't have the staircase in here yet. That's going to be for a later episode, I think, or maybe even just between episodes, because I am out of K-Pop, and this episode is running a bit long as far as recording goes, so I think this is about, hello, where we're going to call it for now. Eventually, this will all get replaced with something much nicer as well. I am excited to see where all this goes. And I'm loving these very vibrant roofs that we are working with here. They are really fun. I might want to actually put like some kind of small light, maybe one of the oil lamps up here, just to illuminate that yellow at night. There's a thought. Well, everyone, that is about all we have time for in this episode of the Vintage Story Guide. I hope you enjoyed the construction of our back door and turning it into a mix of light and dark and bright colors and all kinds of designs. I think in the next episode I want to tackle at least some of the farms that we have prepared on the ledge down there, sort of back behind where my head is. Well, on the other side of the mountain at least. And at some point I also want to go on a bit of an archaeology dig and visit some of the ruined villages around here and see what kind of interesting trinkets they might have hidden inside. If you have any AMA questions you'd like me to answer in a video like this one, drop them in a comment with the hashtag 20questions, or leave them on the 20 Questions Discord channel. Social and support links, including the Discord invite, are in the video description. As always, my name has been Corazar. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.